Today's Spotlight is brought to you in part by presenting sponsor, Busey Bank. Busey, your dream, our promise. You're watching Spotlight, and today I'm joined by Kimberly White and Randy Blasutti to talk about the Community Career Center. So welcome.
Thank you, Jane. Thanks for having us.
Oh, of course. Always nice to see you, Kim, and I'm excited, Randy, to get to hear more about what you're doing at the Career Center.
Yes, I'm excited to be here.
Good. So we'll start, Kim,
Yep.
and obviously, for the good of the country, the employment rates have gone down, the unemployment rates, I should say. They were in double digits a little while back, and they're lower now. But how is that playing out for you at the Community Career Center? Are you seeing less people, more people? How is that going?
You know what? So when you're unemployed, actually the double digits it's a triple digit, right? It's 100%. So for someone who's in that unemployment realm now, it's high for them. But at the Career Center, we are still seeing a number of people. I mean, just last year, our fiscal year, we ended with just seeing shy of 900 people. So there's still a lot of people that are unemployed. And really, if you look at it, if you talk about that underemployment number, that number is still in the double digits. So there are a number of people still coming to our center. There are a number of people we know we haven't connected with, so this is a great opportunity for us to continue to bring awareness about what
Well, and I think it's interesting because you talk about, and I know in the show that you host here, you talk about it's the unemployed, the underemployed, and those seeking a new opportunity. And that's really much more of a 360 approach to the work that you do, right?
It is, absolutely. So, you know, the unemployed folks, that's where that number is, that 4%. Then you have the underemployed. These are people who have taken a side job, if you will, to just kind of make ends meet until they can get a job that's going to, you know, help them from a financial standpoint. And then you have those that are in a career change, and they are looking to change within their career. So they're looking for opportunities to practice interviewing and networking and things that they need to do in order to advance either at their current company or in another company.
Okay, and so give us some examples of how you do that. What kinds of programming do you do that helps in those arenas?
Yeah, so we help. I mean, resume writing. So that's a key. You got to have a great resume in order to even get somebody to call you and have an interview. But then also, mock interviewing. Once you've submitted your resume and you get called for that interview, you want to be able to ace it, right? You have one chance to really ace that interview. So, resume writing, how to job search, and again, how to network. Some people are comfortable networking and some people are not. But we know networking is a huge piece in order to land your next job.
Well, and I think too, right, we're seeing that where so many people who maybe were employed for 20 years, they haven't had to have a resume. They haven't had to look. They haven't had to interview. And then, you've got sort of this whole opportunity to have to start over again. And that can be very daunting.
It can be very daunting, but there's different ways to network. So you can network in person, and then there's also LinkedIn. I mean, that's kind of a networking tool. So, we're teaching our clients also the importance about networking online, if you will, through LinkedIn.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, Randy, when people come to the center, are they meeting with staff? Are they meeting with volunteers? I know you manage a lot of that.
Yeah, they're meeting with our job coach volunteers. We have over 30 volunteers that come in our center and do one-on-one appointments, and we'll help you with your resume and interviewing skills, networking skills, things of that nature. They have all different backgrounds, professional experiences, so we do try and match you up with a volunteer that will be a good fit. If you have an IT background, we'll put you with a volunteer that has an IT background, so they know how to work your resume the right way.
Okay. Now, how do you get those volunteers? Because that's, I imagine that that's can sometimes be difficult or not. You tell me.
Yeah. No, we get requests for volunteers all the time. They call us, they email us. Word of mouth is great. There's a lot of friends of people that are already volunteering at the center, so they call and we invite them to our orientation to get a better look at what we do and understanding at what we do.
Yeah, it's interesting how people really want to just give back. So you can have, folks in HR who want to take a couple hours off from work and come in and volunteer and meet with clients and help them through that interview process. So we are definitely not lacking volunteers, but we're always wanting more. So,
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So people could get connected with that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Yeah. Now you also do a lot of workshops, I know, and you got a great space out there to do it. Give the viewers a little bit of an idea of some of the types of workshops that you you do.
Yep, we hold a variety of different workshops, and they change out every month, which is nice. And I would say they fall in about 3 different categories. We have the basics, which cover resume, interviewing, networking, and we have motivational workshops that deal with time management and stress management in your job search, and what's the cause of that, and confidence building is a big one. You know, ageism, all different varieties. And we also have skills-based workshops that cover Excel and PowerPoint, Microsoft Word, and LinkedIn. We hold a LinkedIn workshop every month, and that is very popular. And as Kim said, it's an important tool for networking.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, and I think it's interesting how you've got the different, at all different points, but I think you speak very much to that motivation piece, because that can be a very lonely situation. Oh, you feel like you're alone.
Right.
You're not really, but you feel like you're alone, right?
Yeah, job search is, it's pretty daunting. And when you're out of work, it's your identity, right? So it's just, it takes you to a whole nother place. So to be able to have a place like CCC to come to and just be able to talk to other people who are in a job search, talk to staff, talk to our volunteers, we really are, I think it's a great support system for folks who are looking to find some assistance with their job search.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, you also do work with businesses. So talk a little bit about how that works for you.
We do. So we have, again, when you look at like resume writing or other types of workshops that we offer, businesses can also take advantage of that. If they're in the process of perhaps laying off folks, they can reach out to us and we can provide outplacement services to those folks. We also do Ask the Recruiter, so we invite employers to come in and present to our clients, share a little bit about their company, their culture, what types of jobs they're looking for. So then these folks can meet one-on-one with our clients and have people they can interview with on the spot.
So it's almost like a matching a little bit, which is nice, right? And I would imagine you get good feedback from that.
We do. And, just being able to have relationships with employers, even if one of our job seekers says, hey, I want to work at company A, do you know someone? We're able to make that connection for them.
Okay. Now, talk a little bit about your volunteers. You kind of mentioned that earlier about always, you've got a good group, but always looking for more. How does one go about finding out more information?
Yep, you can give us a call, and as I mentioned, a good starting point is always our orientation on Wednesdays and Saturdays. It will go through an in-depth look at what we do provide and allows them to ask us questions, meet the staff, view the space. And then from there, they can meet with any of us to fill out paperwork, and we'll get you started with whether it be presentations for workshops or one-on-one job coaching.
And what that sounds like is that I could have a big commitment, or maybe not such a big commitment.
Absolutely.
So you offer a variety. If I've got like you said, if I've got a couple of hours that I can donate, great. If I have more, I can do that also. Would that be true?
Absolutely. We have some volunteers that come in 2 or 3 times a week. We have a volunteer that comes in every other week for like 4 or 5 hours.
Okay.
So we work with your schedule. So we're able to work with their schedule.
Well, I know that for the clients that you serve, you provide a tremendous resource. And I also would encourage people to look at your online and your social media. You have you do a wonderful job of pooling resources together and pushing those out, even if they're things that don't take place at the center, just giving a great opportunity for other online resources. So
absolutely.
That's really
we do a great job with partnering with our other agencies around. So
and it's so foundational. I mean, workforce development and having that job is foundational to all the other social services that come together, right?
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah. Well, thank you for all that you're doing and stopping by and giving us an update. And if you are interested in learning more about the Community Career Center, whether that's from an employment standpoint or a volunteer standpoint, please go and visit their website. We're going to take a quick break, but stay tuned. We're coming right back with more Spotlight.